Okay, so why don't you tell me what you think about the Trader Joe's deal? And you didn't vote 100% for it, and there are parts that you voted for and parts that you didn't. So why don't you explain what your thinking was on those votes?
The Trader Joe's project was great. I've been to Trader Joe's. I have served on this council going on 8 years. We've looked at Trader Joe's, and before I was on this council, we wanted Trader Joe's. So Trader Joe's coming is outstanding. But to me, it was the process. The project is great. It was the process that we got. And they're just, it went fairly fast. First time I heard about it was in August, and didn't hear any more about it. And you just can't get into something that big without a little more information. City of Prescott is going out of its arena when it begins to purchase property. And yes, we have purchased property for other things, whether it be the open space, whether it be a project that we had something going on. But the point of Trader Joe's coming, we're spending $2.2 million for a piece of property that we hope that they'll buy back in 5 years. It's just different, and it was a little harder for me to accept that. I knew I was going to vote yes on it, but I still had to voice some opposition. And taking the funding from the water fund to me was extremely important, because we're just now raising rates for our water and sewer, and how the money transfers around, and the treasurer does it a whole lot easier than I understand it. So because of that, I had questions, and that's why I put a no vote on that particular one.
But all in all, you're pleased.
I am. Yes, I am. It's here. We're going to have it. The place was packed. We had Trader Joe bags. We had people coming up and saying how wonderful it was, and we all felt that way. But I still think it was not a slam dunk. We've never been there before. Never purchased property for a retailer. I have an issue with that. I think that maybe a little bit longer, a better deal could have been cut. I don't know. I wasn't at that table negotiating. But there are people in town that are questioning some of it. This is not a slam dunk. We still have an elephant in the room. Now, I voted for it, and I voted for it because it's a good thing for Prescott. Whether I agree with what went down, it still is a good thing. We need a Trader Joe's. We've been looking at one for years, and it's finally here. And things have changed, and there's all kinds of different financing and enticements and incentives and other kinds of stuff. But I'm still at old guard. I want to keep the dollars where they're supposed to be, and that was important to me. I had not sat down and talked to anybody about that, and I believe that should have been done either at a work study that we had. None of that came out, and when I made the comment at first that I had seen it, I picked up my packet. I realized what it was, but in the Courier they begin to pick and choose where it was coming, what it was doing, and I was not aware of that, and I thought it should have been done better by the city.
So you just would have liked a little more information then.
A lot more information.
On that. But all in all, it's going to be a great asset.
It's going to be an asset, and I will be shopping there, and I'm anxious, just like everybody else, and it should be a win-win for everybody. And in these economic times, we're trying to keep businesses in town. We haven't had a new business for probably 3 to 4 years. But again, there's always a downside to projects. They're not perfect. They're not 100%. And we need to be aware of what that downside enabled to defend it and go from there.